Hey guys, welcome to the Lovin Abu Dhabi show. It's Mayar,
And I'm Abby.
and we've got a few interesting stories for you guys today. Flying taxis are coming to Abu Dhabi.
Oh my god. Volunteers packed 1.5 million iftar boxes.
There are new Darb and bus timings this Ramadan.
Exciting. And we went to a iftar last night and we're going to tell you about it over at the Abu Dhabi edition.
Okay, so kicking it off, flying taxis are coming to Abu Dhabi. I think if anywhere this could have happened, the fact that it's coming here is kind of mind-blowing.
Of course they're coming to Abu Dhabi.
Of course, like just imagine instead of driving from Abu Dhabi to Dubai for like an hour and a half, you've just decided to, oh, let me just book an air taxi and be there in 30 minutes.
I know, it's mad, isn't it? I wonder how long it would take. Literally. 30 minutes?
They're aiming to reduce like hour to and 30 minutes to
Wow.
like 10 to 30.
Because my friend did say the other day, by mistake, instead of, oh, were you driving from Dubai to Abu Dhabi? She said, are you flying? And we were like, oh, imagine that. You'd literally be up in the air and back down again. But now it's actually happening. Maybe she manifested it.
I think she did.
Yeah, I think so. Imagine though, just being able to book it on your phone instead of just on normal taxi. Like, actually, I'd like to fly today.
Yeah, not in the mood for the road scenery. Let me see
Yeah.
what it's like from up above.
Mm-hmm.
So developers Archer, an industry leader in flying cars, and Falcon Aviation, which is a prominent aviation services operator in the UAE, they've teamed up. And they say that the first step of flying taxis may come as soon as 2025. So mark your calendars for next year, because we might just be seeing flying taxis.
Of course, it's an announcement, and of course, it's straight away.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Thing is, they did announce something like this last year. It was in one of like the tech exhibitions that happened in Dubai. So this is kind of just like confirming what everyone was speculating, because they did have like one of the flying taxis in.
I think I remember seeing this, and I
Yeah.
think I remember being like, of course, out of everywhere in the world, Abu Dhabi is going to be the ones who bring flying taxis.
Yeah, so Falcon Aviation is going to develop state-of-the-art like helipads, but they're calling it vertiports in Dubai.
Vertiports.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it. I like it.
In Abu Dhabi and Dubai. So in Abu Dhabi, it's going to be by the Marina Mall,
Mm-hmm.
and in Dubai, it's going to be at Atlantis the Palm.
Of course.
Because where else would it be?
Yes, of course.
So if you ever do decide to fly on these like little flying taxis, you will be seeing like glorious views of the water and
That would
the
be
city.
insane. It'll be like doing a skydive, but strapped in.
But strapped in and only for 30 minutes.
Yeah. No, that is crazy. I can see the Instagram videos already.
Oh, I can't wait for them. I think those are going to be like a good time.
People will think the CGIs.
Oh, 100%. People think a lot of things are CGIs just because they look good.
Yeah. But no, I can't wait. Maybe we can do the show from there next year.
Oh, just imagine bucket list things.
Yeah.
2025 bucket list. Flying taxi show, please.
Like, guys, look where we are. Our second story today is that the volunteers have packed 1.5 million iftar boxes. So this is in collaboration with the Red Crescent Authorities Preserving Grace Project, and it is back for its 15th year. So this is not something that's just been brought around. These guys have been doing this for the longest time to ensure that people in authority centres, border crossings, government hospitals, ADNOC distribution stations, and traffic signal intersections, people who are in traffic, people who are working, all are able to break their fast at the recommended time.
Yeah. And the thing is, though, the fact that this has been going on for 15 years is amazing, and that it's 1.5 million boxes is also, like,
It's crazy.
you run out of words to say at one point. Because, like, you can just tell that during this month, they stop thinking of themselves as, like, an individual and start thinking of themselves within the community.
100%.
So they put the community's needs first.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, like, kind of heartwarming, to be honest, because Ramadan does bring out, like, the best in people.
Of course, it's the whole reason for it, isn't it? Togetherness, coming together. These people who are distributing these boxes as well, they're doing it when you're supposed to be breaking your fast, and they're putting people who are sat in traffic first
Before themselves.
It's lovely. And again, like Mayar said, there's 1.5 million of these boxes that have been created throughout all over the Emirates. And it's obviously not just here in Abu Dhabi, it's concentrated over everywhere. And it's just giving back to those who are not able to break their fast with their families. And if you are stuck in traffic, like, traffic is crazy at the moment. So I didn't even think about this until I saw a video recently, and it was at the time that everybody should have been breaking their fast, and everyone's coming together and people passing their iftar boxes through people's car windows. And
yeah, because sometimes you never know, you have like a last minute errand, or you just like you have to go get something.
Exactly.
You're going to get the iftar for the rest of your family. Just like anything can happen, and like you could be on the roads from like 6 to 6:30, and you're just stuck in congestion. Because even though it's Ramadan, we still have like the fluctuating peak hours, which happen to be around iftar timing, because everyone wants to get to
everyone's trying to
where they want to go.
Everyone is, understandably.
Yeah. So speaking of the traffic and congestion, there are new Darb and bus timings this Ramadan. So Abu Dhabi toll gates operates on like a peak hour basis, just to help avoid or like reduce traffic and congestion in the Emirate. So now that it's Ramadan, the Darb timings officially changed to match the rush hour of the holy month, and the regular peak hours were 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. to 7 p.m., which is around the time people would finish work.
That's at the time we're driving, isn't it?
Yeah, Monday to Sunday. Monday to Saturday, Sundays are free. But now, since it's Ramadan and the work hours have reduced, and maybe some aren't starting at 7 but are at 8, the new timings are 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Monday to Saturday, and Sundays are still free. I actually wouldn't mind working 10 a.m.
I know, imagine, that would be nice.
Just like an extra hour in bed. I think that makes all the difference when you're fasting.
But yeah, I suppose the nice early finishes also are nice.
And those are also nice, very true. And the bus timings have extended to late nights. So for everyone who is taking public transportation, then this is for you. The Abu Dhabi Express Monday to Friday is 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. and Saturday to Sunday 6 a.m. to 1 a.m., which is actually great if you are a late night owl like I am.
Yes, and also if you're going for suhoor.
Especially if you're enjoying a nice suhoor. So.
Yeah, with your friends, it's the weekend. How do I get home? Oh wait,
there's a bus.
There's a bus. Abu Dhabi have ensured that you guys can get home if you are travelling on public transport.
And if you're in areas that have the Abu Dhabi link instead of a public bus, the Abu Dhabi link is working 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. all week, sorry. So I think that's actually great, to be honest, because like with Ramadan, things are open later, they're closed at a specific time, so you go out a bit later than you normally would, like during working days. I guess 11 p.m. is a good time to like head back home.
Yeah, of course.
But on the weekends, that's when you kind of grab your friends, grab your families. You're like, iftar's done, it's time for a nice suhoor. Let's go have some coffee, let's go have some cake, let's go get ready for the fast ahead. And you just like make all those memories in like a group outside under the stars. Like it's a good vibe.
Really romanticizing it.
I love
it.
It's my favorite thing is suhoor, because naturally I'm like a very sleepy person in the morning, but at night suddenly I have all the energy in the world.
Yeah.
So I always just like call my friends after, do you guys want to go out? Please, let's go out. I'm bored.
And especially if you are using public transport, everyone is connected now.
Yeah.
So there's nothing that sort of not leaving anyone behind of those people who aren't driving. So you can go and enjoy your suhoors with all your friends.
Exactly.
Even if no one's driving. Carrying on with Ramadan, we went to a beautiful iftar last night at the Abu Dhabi Edition Hotel. They have collaborated with renowned chef Sheikha Hessa, who is the loveliest human being I think I've ever met. Chef who is really, really passionate, really knowledgeable, and really wants to bring a different type of iftar to the city. So this is an a la carte iftar, and you will receive, it's sort of in a sharing partner. So if me and you went, we would receive a sort of hummus starter, 2 mains to share, and then a dessert to share. Again, bringing that whole Ramadan theme of being together and sharing, which is really nice. And you also get to try both mains.
Oh,
so
I love
you
that.
don't go without. Her main reasoning for doing this a la carte is because she wanted to bring international dishes with Emirati influence. She's really passionate about Emirati cooking and the styles of flavours and spices, but understands that she can't force feed everybody to eat Emirati food.
I think like the most important thing when you're getting like an a la carte menu from a chef is that the chef is passionate and cares about what they're making.
Exactly.
And the fact that like she makes her food, you can just tell from the way that she talks about it. She makes it with like love and with like so much care, where nothing no detail will go like untouched. Nothing will
Exactly.
be like over flavored or under flavored.
No.
It'll be just right
Just
for
right.
everyone.
It is, and I can vouch for that. It is stunning. It is at obviously the Abu Dhabi edition, and it's in their market restaurant. It's beautiful, light and airy restaurant, and then obviously as the sun goes down, the lights come up. You have access as well to a whole buffet, so you have all the classic salads, your soups, your dates, and something for the kids as well if you're taking anyone younger. And then you also have a big lamb uzi as well if you do want that.
Oh, my heart.
So you've got access to everything. They're covering all the stops. If you are really hungry, you can have the buffet while you wait for your a la carte menu.
Okay.
Just the a la carte menu, you have to go for that alone, just because the hummus starter is incredible. I've chewed everyone's ear off about this already, but it's with balsamic sauteed wild mushrooms, and it's like 3 different types of mushrooms. I love mushrooms. And paired on top of this beautiful chickpea hummus with balsamic vinegar and this Emirati spiced olive oil instead of just your plain virgin olive oil, and then a herb dusting as well. It is just so creamy, so nice. You've got the tangy flavour of the balsamic, the mushrooms and the sort of crispy sourdough give it a bit of a texture as well. That's the best thing ever. I can't stop thinking about the hummus alone. I tried to take a big tub of it home with me last night.
I think when she said lamb uzi, I kind of like salivated a little bit, because every single iftar that I read, as soon as I see lamb uzi, I just like take a little note of it. I'm like, have to make a reservation there, because nothing hits the same than a good lamb.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
Especially when you're like having iftar after all of the salads, all you want to do is just like go and just
Chef Hester has also made her own lamb uzi, so you get like a little bowl of it to share alongside with the chicken dish as well.
Nice.
But this one comes with like pearl barley, and it's in like this sort of lamb gravy with crispy shallots, so you've got the different textures, you've got the nice broth, which is like little winter vibes, and then the chicken is an Emirati chicken on top of like a risotto with confit tomatoes, and again with onions. I love onions. And I'm so glad it's featuring on everything. Crispy onions, normal onions, sauteed onions. Yeah, delicious. So you get the taste of both.
You can't make a meal without onions.
You can't.
It's like...
That's life's motto.
Yeah.
For desserts, you have Emirati chami cheese cigars. So it's these beautiful sort of... It's not a filo pastry, it's a bit of a hybrid.
Okay.
Filled with the cheese, and then inside that is like a date syrup and medjool dates, and then you've got sesame seeds and medjool date syrup on top as well. So it's like this savoury, sweet fusion, and it's delightful at the end of the meal.
That's the thing. I noticed that like Emirati culture, they love mixing like cheese with like honey or date syrup, and
delightful.
It's like my favorite, because you kind of think of it as like a cheese roll, like, and then it's like glazed with honey or syrup, and it's just
so good.
It hits different, to be honest.
So good. All of that, including the buffet, is 220 dirhams per person, which I think is a steal. And it is from sunset till 9:30. But then they also have Nowhere Cafe, which is over in Yas Island. They have doing a pop-up for the whole of Ramadan on their terrace. So you can go sit by the pool, sit in a little cabana, and you can have your beautiful coffees at the end of the meal. They also have a selection of desserts as well. I was too full to have desserts after everything else I'd just eaten, but the desserts sound incredible. I got a matcha coffee, just sat there under the stars. It was beautiful.
You can never be too full for dessert. It's like scientifically proven you have a second stomach for dessert.
Yes. Although I had eaten, my eyes were bigger than my belly last night. So
okay.
My body was like, stop. But I did enjoy my matcha. Normally matcha tastes like grass, and this one was very nice. So if you've not been to Nowhere Cafe and you've not been over to Yaz, then head over to the Edition down near the marina and go and grab yourself a coffee there.
Yeah, because definitely after iftar you need a nice cup of coffee, whether it's like an Americano, a cappuccino, a latte. No matter what you're drinking, coffee just hits different.
Yeah. It's the smell as well.
Yeah, it kind of like wakes you up, because like throughout the entire day you're kind of like functioning on 2 brain cells. So once you break your fast and then have a cup of coffee, you're back to your regular self.
Back to yourself. I think that is everything for now, guys.
Yeah, I think that's it. Well, we'll see you guys next week. Ramadan Kareem. And do share with us any videos, any pictures. If you guys are heading over to the Abu Dhabi edition, do let us know.
Let us know. I'll be jealous.
Oh, me too. I might see you there, actually. Might just book myself and my family a quick little table for us to enjoy.
Do. Have a lovely rest of the week, guys, and have a lovely Ramadan.
Ramadan Kareem.